Welcome to USA Global TV and Radio, where our mission is to provide education, entertainment, hope, and inspiration. USA Global TV and Radio connects you with experts and audiences all around the world every single day to help you succeed in business and to live a richer life. Visit us at USAGlobalTV.com to learn about career and life-changing training and mentoring programs like the Listening Mentor. Subscribe to our newsletter to stay informed about our special programs and offers. Discover how you can become a guest on one of our shows or a host or producer of a USA Global TV and Radio show of your very own. That's USA Global TV and Radio, where the doctor is always in.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome home to USA Global TV and Radio in partnership with E360 TV. I am Dr. JACALYN KERBECK. I am the host for our show today, which is A Woman's Prerogative. And we're going to be lightening it up a little bit and talking about having some fun, what we like to do for fun in Herworld, the ultimate fun-fueled adventure. As you know, this is a panel show, and our beautiful panelists are waiting backstage. Let's bring them out. Both of them joining us from the United Kingdom. Caroline HEWARD, the Harley Street stress expert. Hello.
Hello. Lovely to be here on a Monday afternoon. Welcome to our viewers on E360 TV and everyone else that's joining us from around the world.
Absolutely. Welcome to you. And also, we just want to announce that for our second episode, part 2, we will be coming back with another show, which will be a replay later on today. So do stay with us for that. Let's welcome Dr. Madalene Chan, who is the founder of Star Child Universe. Hello.
Hello, ladies. Hello, everybody on E360 TV and, of course, on USA Global TV and Radio. Warm welcome. Hi, guys. Hello.
Hello. And let's just announce that one of our panelists, JENETTA Barry, is on holiday today. So she's getting ready for World Jenny's Day, which is happening next week. And Dr. Desiree may or may not join us. We're not sure. But if she does, it will be definitely a lot of fun. So, ladies, I'd love for you to give a little bit of background for people who are joining us for the first time. So I'm going to spotlight each of you. And Caroline, you are the Harley Street stress expert, and I know you have a motto, a tagline to help people bust their stress. Tell us more about this.
Thank you, Dr. JACALYN. Yes, I help people literally bust through their stress. So you may suffer with stress physically, in terms of physical ache and pain, emotionally, in terms of anxiety, depression, or it might be physical in terms of relationship issues or bereavement issues. So however it is that you have your stress, and if you're saying you're not stressed, but you're also saying that you don't sleep well, or you have physical ache and pain, or you're complaining about that relationship or that person in your life, then that is your stress manifesting in your life. And I help you using root cause therapy, using chakra psychology to break through the blueprint of what creates your stress. And I offer a free 30-minute Zoom, Skype, or audio or messenger video consultation for 30 minutes to break through one symptom. Obviously, we're walking around with more than one symptom, so I offer a program to help you break through all of your repeating patterns and your stress. And you can reach me on nomorestress@live.co.uk or call me on +44 if you're international, 0 if you're local, 7523 120 189. And I'm looking forward to bust your stress.
I love that you have a blueprint to help people bust their stress. We have to include that in the forthcoming single that's going to be released.
Bust your stress. Blueprint. I love it. Blueprint.
Dr. Madalene Chan, founder of Star Child Universe. I know you are playing a very big role in World Jenny's Day as the executive producer, and you're going to be debuting Star Child Universe. Tell us about that.
Yes, thank you, Dr. JACALYN. Yes, at the gala, which will be on the 10th of October, which is part of the 5 hours of the 24 hours of the marathon. It's going to be where I'm going to be debuting and introducing Star Child in song. So I will be dressed up as Star Child, the character, and I will be singing this song, Always, Always I Am, which was written by Lottie and her writers on TG Publishing and produced. The music is amazing from a wonderful composer and songwriter, Sam. So I'm just in the midst of preparing for this, as well as preparing the whole artist roster for the marathon and doing all and the admin. Both me and JENETTA are literally working tirelessly. And also Rocco Buonvino is coming in to do the stage management and organization, because it's important for us to have that great presence. And and to be honest, we've decided the tickets are free, literally free. And basically you come in and you dine and you be part of the entertainment, and then you give the donation as from your heart, what you wish.
Wow, how about that? You can attend without paying any fee. That's amazing.
Wow.
I think that's the world I live in. Completely. Everything I create without money. But abundance, you know, abundance of health, abundance of relationship and creativity and high vibration. So the money will come through eventually. So the heart will speak for itself. And that's what I do. I open people's hearts, their creative hearts, their genius in their hearts. So yeah, super looking forward to that. Thank you, Dr. JACALYN.
You're welcome. And Caroline will be hosting a couple of hours on the 10th, which is fabulous as well. So thank you, Caroline. Of course, USA Global TV and Radio will be producing the event, and we are looking forward to it. So I'll give just a brief background about me, because I'm super excited. I got 2 big boxes of books delivered yesterday that I ordered my author's copy so that I can take them to the upcoming convention in Philadelphia. So the book that I'm super excited about, I just have to reach for it, is Mastering the Power of Elevated Listening. This book has solutions for deeper connections, better relationships, and more authentic conversations. And who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want to be heard? Who doesn't want to feel like they're valuable, they're important? We all do. So in this book, there are 2 quizzes. We call them assessments. You can assess how well you're listening, since everybody thinks they're such a great listener, right? You out there right now, you're going, I don't need this book. I'm a great listener. Let's see, take the test. And there are testimonials and there are case studies. You can pick up your copy on Amazon. So in addition to being the founder here of this platform, I am also a certified life, career, and executive coach. I'm also an interview coach, so I can help you take your broadcasting, your podcast to the next level. So thank you for this opportunity. All right, so clearly we are all out there in the world doing things, shaking it up. Yeah, shake it up, bust your stress. So what about the idea of Herworld, a world where it's just about you and having fun and adventure? When I say that, Herworld, fun, adventure, what comes up for you, Caroline? I'm at the wrong show.
Dr. JACALYN. Lots of fun. When I'm looking at having fun, it's very different from the average person as having fun. So when I was much younger, my having fun was going out with a load of girlfriends and drinking a few glasses of martini and lemonade, or when I first started going out and wining and dining, it was cinzano and lemonade. And then it became wine and large amounts of it. And now my interest in going out is much different. So I attend things like cacao ceremonies, which is raw chocolate ceremonies, and it opens up the heart. And I just feel extremely orgasmic, and I feel enlightened. I feel lively. I usually skip and I can't feel myself as I'm walking back towards my home. I can't feel the journey. I'm just floating. I love to do ecstatic dancing where there is no booze, there is no chatter, It's just pure unadulterated dancing to the vibes, dancing through the chakras, and I feel again orgasmic. I must admit, since I've moved from London, I haven't been to any of these gigs recently, and I'm looking for these types of activities in my new home and location. But certainly when I was in London, I was always at the latest cacao ceremony, ecstatic dance, and meditation in a different way. Everything's fun for me in terms of a meditation. And my whole perspective is about having an internal joyous journey, and that internal joyous journey makes me feel orgasmic, and then my external world reflects the internal orgasm.
Wow. How about
Wow.
that? I'm definitely going to
love-
have to go over to our settings. This is not for children. Lots of orgasms going on. Good for you, Caroline.
Well, yeah, that really is. It's a family. But I was going to say, Caroline, with that, I really resonate with you. But you know what I was thinking? You were saying, I'm looking for any ceremonies that are holding cacao festivals or music. And maybe you've been put there to start it, to begin, and then they will come to you.
Yes, I think you're right. I don't have any gongs though. So I have singing bowls but no gongs.
You can go away.
I just read, someone posted the other day, it's time to stop chasing butterflies and to plant a garden to attract them. So maybe, Caroline, you already have your garden, and maybe you need to just put some gongs in it.
There you go. And start dancing in the garden and doing rain dances and sun dances. And I'm sure someone down the street will go, do you know what? I went and saw that woman. I have to go and see what she's doing. She was just really free, and I have to go dance with her. And they'll say, do you mind if I come and dance with you in the garden? And you go, okay. And then it'll build.
I like it.
My neighbours have already heard me singing in the middle of the twee hours. So they hear me singing at 2 o'clock in the morning. They didn't actually know what it was. So that's telling me that they didn't rate my singing voice when I was chanting.
Would you like to give us a sample of your singing voice?
I can't do it now.
Caroline, I want to ask
stress.
when you were talking about when you were drinking, what were you drinking? You said you went from what kind of martini to what kind?
I went from Cinzano, a lemonade.
What is that?
Which was Cinzano. It's like a blend of wines with lemonade. And the reason I mention it, in the UK, there was a lot of advertisements with Leonard Rossiter, who was a comedian. And so there were very famous adverts here in the late 70s, early 80s. But, you know, sort of, it was a drink, a trendy drink. You know, martini lemonade and Cinzano lemonade were the trendy, you know, upmarket drinks to drink. And so I went from that to drinking wine because it became out of fashion. So I moved in my drinking in fashion. And now I don't do any of it.
Amazing.
I remember those drinks. I remember Baby Sham when I was young. Baby Sham and Advocaat and Baby Sham together. Advocaat, the yellow drink, yellow. Yeah.
And
Snowball.
That was something that I used to drink before. The Cinzano became very trendy. It was Snowballs and Baby Sham.
Wow. I feel like you're talking another language. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, it was the Avocat was a custody drink, very sweet.
Yeah.
You know, there were small drinks. But
a bright yellow.
There were ladies' drinks, you know, and at the time they were known to be expensive. I wasn't a lager person or you know, sort of a cider person, which was a much cheaper drink. So I was known as the expensive date back then. And, you know, the expensive girl on town, whereas now it's a £25 gong bath or cacao ceremony or ecstatic dance. So I'm a cheap date now because I don't need the alcohol anymore.
You come full circle.
I have.
Wow.
How about you, Dr. Chan? Are you going to take us back to the world of PG and G, or are you going into the X-rated as well?
I'm trying not to go X-rated. I used to enjoy myself. Exactly. I resonate with Caroline, where I was out with my friends and we were just having a drink, and we'd see, to be honest, how many guys could buy us drinks. We wouldn't pay for our drinks. This is the pulling power of the female fatale. And we had a great night. Then we'd dance the night away. And then we'd go off and have, after enjoying the night and picking the best looking guy if we could that night, then we'd go off and have, either we go and have a curry, or we'd wait and party and go to McDonald's in the morning and make sure we go for breakfast, then have our work clothes with us, change in the toilet and go to work. Because I used to work for General Accident. So we make sure we'd have our work clothes to change straight away to work during the day. So we did this, I think we did this once. Yeah, we did this once a week. But the thing is, it was a case of, because I worked in the accounts department. Oh my God, Mrs. Maidment of the accounts department, she realized it's getting later and later going to the bank with these accounts, you know, because we had to do all the banking that day. And because us cashiers were out partying, it was getting worse and worse as each month was going along, because we couldn't hack it. So it was so funny. It really was. I mean, that was the fun times. However, now what I love to do is without the alcohol, but some people can drink alcohol, because I'm not against alcohol. It's just my personal journey and the way it doesn't agree with me. I do have 0% though, so that's good. And I ring up my friends and I meet them, and it's just really nice. But lately, after COVID, during COVID and after COVID, I kind of got myself in a bit of a routine with just working. And the only time I would really go out is if I was offered to go to like an award ceremony, or to go to, like, say, Egypt with Kool and the Gang and things like this. This would be, for me, the ultimate fun-fueled. And then on the other side, I go out for a walk with Teddy, and I just talk to I just admire the flowers and just admire everything around me and just feel so high, listen to a song and dance freely. And I'm great with my own company, but I'm great with other people as long as they are on that vibe. I prefer to surround my world with people that are on their vibe, coming from the heart. And if they don't, it means there's a lesson there. So I continue going through with that light, that happiness, that star child, woohoo, that happy and joy, and just loving life itself and embracing the beauty of people's hearts and people's love. That's what I do. So yeah, that's the ultimate fun-fueled venture for me. And being in the studio recording. There you go.
There you go. I just have a question. Did you say you used to change in the toilet?
Yes.
You're standing in the toilet changing? What do you mean?
Yeah. Well, basically, one of the girls would stand outside and go, listen, got to watch out for anyone coming along. And so the two of us in the cubicle, and we'd just like change real quick.
Okay. I'm learning something new.
And if we couldn't afford our drinks, what we'd do, we'd have a soft drink. You know, the McDonald's with the Coca-Cola, like plastic cups we'd make sure we put loads of alcohol in there and go in the toilets, like say at McDonald's, to drink it through and then get ready for the next.
Get ready, a lot of time in the toilet.
So we're tanked up, but going to the clubs.
I knew those kind of girls.
Woo! All right. Well, let's see.
True. I mean, in the snow, we'd have our mini skirts and all that on.
You're smiling as you're remembering it, so you must have had some good times there.
Oh, yeah. Really good times. But now when I think about it, I wouldn't want to be in the snow with a short miniskirt and little boots. and, you know, my with no coat and a short crop top. Oh my gosh, the thought of it now just makes me cringe. But I just loved it at the time. I was like, we were just dancing in the snow as well, and partying and drinking, and in the club, coming out of the club and then just dancing in the snow. It's just great. I can't do it now though, because it's mind over matter, wasn't it? But I couldn't do it now. No way.
Well, those chapters are closed.
Those chapters are closed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Going out for a walk with nature, communicating with Teddy and the flowers and the trees, and dancing and just meeting my friends, you know, they come to the house. A lot of them just come to the house. I call it the house of the chakra. I call it the chakra house. I really do, because below it starts at the root chakra, and we go up, and in my room it's like going in third eye, crown chakra. Woo! So when people come along, they go, oh, I like this. So basically you've got a 3D and a 5D, but there's nothing in between really. So it's either they're experiencing that 3D and that 5D, and there's no level of balance. That's why they go a bit, they can only take short doses because it's too much for them, the energies.
Caroline, what say you about this?
Well, I did have a boyfriend a long time ago, and he said to me, he said, I just really love being with you in small doses. So I really resonate with that.
Oh my.
Because he said that I was either full on or full off. So I was really in it, you know, and I demanded his attention and his intention in the time that we were together, or we was not together. He could be on his phone and doing different things, but I was very present, and he found that quite hard to manage in larger doses. So if we went out dancing, we would dance together. That it was too much again for him. You know, we could only do a few dances and I'd be there all night. You know what I mean? So yes, that's why he said in small doses. And I wasn't quite sure whether to take that as a compliment or not, but you know.
What I think is really interesting is we have 3 women here, and all of us are single, and we're sharing about our fun-fueled adventure that if we were 30 years younger would be a very different story than it is today. It is interesting how, at least for the 3 of us, how we mellow out as we've gotten older. And I think for me, fun-fueled adventure, and it's going to sound ridiculous, but it's every day I get to go work out at Solid Core, and now I've joined the gym. So I go to Solid Core, and then I go to the gym for an hour, lift more weights, and that's my fun.
Woohoo!
I find that
yeah. Whoa! Look out! Get out of the way.
But think about the people that you're going to be meeting, and think about how you're changing people's lives and everything. Just, you know, they see you and they go, "Wow, I'm inspired."
Well, I'm hoping that I change my waistline. That's what I'm hoping will be changing. But yeah, it's so when I was younger, I loved to dance. Oh, I'd go to the nightclubs. This is a long time ago, but yeah, I could. In fact, I remember my mom and I were on a cruise that I had earned from one of my jobs that, you know, they had President's Club, and so I earned this trip to Alaska, and we were on this ship. And the weather was really tumultuous, and the ship was rocking back and forth. And they had this disco upstairs, and the disco was open. But on every floor, you know, as you would walk up, I don't think we could take the elevator. They had these bags in case you got sick, like you could take a bag and use it. So anyway, I remember my mom and I were the only people. The ship is going this way, and then it's going that way. And at the time, these beautiful black, white trimmed Chanel sneakers, which I loved. You know, they were not really sneakers, but, and I was like, yeah, I can go. I don't care if the ship is going upside down. And my mom, we would change places. She was over here and I was over there. And then finally people started coming in and they were just watching us. I think they thought we were crazy, but yeah, dance all night, sweating profusely. I didn't care. Makeup running down my face, was just so much fun. And now I'm not doing any dancing at all.
It's when you're in that moment, it doesn't matter who's watching you. You're just loving it. The rhythm, the beat, you're just in your own zone. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I love that. I love
it's
it. So
true.
are you going to be dancing again?
No, because you know what, as I think about this, and Caroline, it's a question for you and Dr. Chan. I'm not sure how much dancing you're doing, but now that I'm 60, and I'm not going to say that it just happened, maybe it started, well, I turned 66 months ago already. It's hard to believe. But now I'm very conscious about doing things that I could get injured. So I used to play tennis. I don't play tennis. I had started with pickleball. I don't do that because the stop and start. And I think if I was out there dancing because I was so psychotic, I like to dance on the stage, or they have those cages you could get in and dance, or just crazy. So I'm going to say that those types of dances are over because I don't want to take any chances of getting injured. But Caroline, what do you do so that you're not wearing high heels when you're dancing?
Well, I wear kitten heels now. I used to wear high heels. The kitten heels are very small heels, very ladylike. Apparently they're out of fashion very big time, but I don't care because I'm not trying to be in fashion. I'm actually wearing something that looks sophisticated, looks good, and I feel good in it. I don't need to prove myself to anybody. That was like sort of the fashion that was good for me. But I dance in my kitten heels, and I will dance all night. Now, because I do my ecstatic dances, and I can do those ecstatic dances in my living room, certainly when our world changed and we weren't allowed to go out, I did in my home ecstatic dances, which were amazing. And so a lot of my dances now, and I still am a dancer, I've been dancing since I was 5 years old, and that has not changed. Now, the only difference is I'm not taking alcohol to fuel the dancing, and I sweat as much, the makeup runs as much, I'm getting as, sort of really hot and sticky. I'm groaning and moaning because I'm having such a great time. And I'm not doing it with anybody in particular. I'm not showing off or showing up for anybody. I'm dancing for myself. And internally, I feel incredibly amazing. And I've done things like 5 rhythms, dancing through the chakras. So like sort of some of the dancing is like very heavy drum beat, like drum and bass. And that's the root chakra. So I'm like sort of really giving it some, in the root chakra. And then I move up into the floaty area of the second chakra, which is all the water area. And so it's all kind of floaty. And then when you move into the heart chakra and further up, then it's all very ethereal, and my hands are all going. And it's just it's a beautiful journey. And I've always danced, and now I realize what I love about it is that it moves us into our second chakra, which is all about our movement and flow. So when you're dancing, you can't injure yourself in that way because you're dancing from the second chakra, which is a different energy from your stomping and walking and, sort of you're out of the rhythm. You're dancing with a different energy. So when I had trouble with my with osteoarthritis, I was limping. I was struggling to walk and in a lot of pain. But when I danced, I could dance for all England. I didn't feel anything.
I love that. I
That's
could dance
amazing.
for all England.
Yeah.
It was just amazing. And I thought, well, how can I wiggle and dance? And yet I struggled to walk when I was in the worst of the pain. And it didn't make sense. And it's because it's from a different energy. And it's using the second chakra, so the sacral chakra energy, which is also your movement, your flow, it's your water area, and it's also your relationship center. And the relationship was with me, and I was having a ball.
I want to see a video of that. Next time you do it, can you please take a video and we'll show it on the program?
Well,
I do as well.
They used to film me, and I was they used to show certainly when we were doing the dances in our living rooms, and then sort of they were producing it online for us. I was regularly featured in the in the screen as I was just dancing, but I wasn't dancing for show. I was dancing because it made me feel different. it made me feel, you know, and I will use the word ecstatic, not from a you know, sort of a sexual space, but actually from a place of just feeling really high on energy. And all I was drinking was water, but I was just feeling really high on life because I was moving through the flow of the sexual energy through the dancing. And when anybody dances, they feel good.
Yeah, I got to agree with you, Caroline. I went to a group session in Malta, it was, and it was improvisation dance. And they put all this different style of music, very ancient, as if it was like Egyptian, really strange Egyptian. And then it went through all like tribal. Then it went into more ethereal, ballet, classical, and all this. And you had to interpret the music. There was no formation. It's just a group of people, men and women, in the room, and they had to just, as the music changed, they expressed it. You found that some people were just crying on the floor. It was so moving how they were connecting, maybe from a past life or something. At one point, when the ancient Egyptian music was on, I felt I was like this like priestess dancing in this temple. It was really strange. And then I went on to being kind of like a flower. It was really strange. And then like a ballerina. It's amazing how the expression of movement and how free we are, where there is no condition, where there is no already formation of choreography. It's just free, and that's when you're in your happy place.
Well, that's what you just described is what I would say. Using different DJs will produce the music vibe in different ways. Yeah. What you've just described is ecstatic dancing.
Yeah,
and different DJs.
Can either one of you get up and just show me what you're talking about?
I tell you what. Why don't we do that next week? Why don't we actually do the camera and work it, and we all each have a piece of music and we express it?
Well, essentially, you're moving your body to the vibe of the music. So not just your legs or your feet, but, you know, even your hands, you know, even, you know, sort of when you're kind of, you know, very, very kind of, you're just moving. Not because you need to be moving specifically, but moving how the music takes you. Have you ever had your headset on and you've just been kind of really kind of, you know, if it's a handbagging thing, you're kind of, you know, doing this. And one of the biggest examples I can give you is in the glam rock time. Did you ever play a pretend guitar?
Yes.
Air guitar.
And, well, that's what it's like, you know, you're sort of feeling it. You're feeling the music, and you're going, you know, even though it's not. And you feel great, don't you? You know, when you're doing it. But it doesn't look, you know, it's not what it looks like, it's how it feels. Right. And so everybody would get out their pretend guitars and we'd go, you know, the other one that comes to mind, you know, when I was much younger was Queen. You know, We Will Rock You. That was just, you know, everybody was clapping, everybody, you know, sort of at the times where the beat was, and, you know, everybody was screaming, almost singing, screaming, "We will rock you," you know, and you would feel something in that, you know, when you were doing it, you would feel some vibe, some shift and some change in the body. And then it would be emotional. It would make you feel really good, and that's why I absolutely love, you know, the late 70s kind of Saturday Night Fever was when I really started to feel music. Yeah, it was Night Fever.
Night Fever. Oh wow.
No, 78 was when, you know, and I was very young then, but it was when I started to feel that there was more to it, you know, and that's when the line dances came out, and there was much more. And that's what I mean about, you know, sort of dancing to the music. And, you know, so if you look at it and you think, oh, I'm not doing that, you know, I don't want to look silly. But actually, it was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Do you think that, Caroline, because you've done so ecstatic dancing and chakra psychology and everything, do you think that you will be able to go into a classroom or a ballroom or something and like strictly complicated dancing in the way that doing a pachanga or doing a waltz or doing salsa with someone? Do you think that because you've been so dancing on your own, would you be able to do that?
Well, I love Sarok dancing. I've never learnt to do Sarok, but I'm a good partner. So if somebody's a good lead, they can turn me one way, they can turn me another, they can turn me upside down, and I just follow, because that's what that sort of dancing is. So yes, I do believe, and it's a lot of fun. You know, when I was in Junior Chamber, which was a personal self-development organization I belonged to up until the age of 43, I got away with a couple of more years. I should have left at 41. There was a lot of balls and dinner dances, and the men deliberately learnt how to do Sarok so that they could, you know, be on the dance floor and have many lady partners, and, you know, sort of, so the women didn't have to learn, and the men took the lead, and it always looks stunning on the dance floor. So yes, I'm a good follower as long as I've got a good lead.
That's a very good point. The lead is important. How about you, Dr. JACALYN? Have you ever done salsa or something like this?
No, I always wanted to do salsa or tango, but I never had a partner. And
so it's gonna.
Yeah, I'd have to be able to have someone that I could do it with. And then the other thing was, I was staying at a location where there was a dance studio close by, and it was during COVID. And I thought, yeah, I'm not holding hands with anyone. That's not happening. So, but it's something on the list. It's something I'd like to do at some point in the future.
I can see you. I can see you doing the salsa, and I can see you having a strong partner. I can honestly, I just get the feeling maybe it's next year or something you're going to say, or maybe even this year, I'm at a salsa class. I can't believe it. I've got this so juego or something, Don Juaz or something.
Definitely something
leading you.
Yes, definitely. So what do you think about just retiring from what you're doing and just focusing on having fun 24/7?
What I do is fun.
I love that.
I enjoy what I do. So I don't have to go on holiday or go away to do a dance. I can do it in my living room, as my neighbours will attest. And so I've got, the neighbours have got to know me really well because I sing and I dance. And the thing is, it's not about sort of stopping doing something if you make your fun part of your work and part of your everyday. And so from that perspective, it is fun. And on Sunday morning, I did a yoga nidra. So I was lying in bed and I thought, I don't really want to get up. And I thought, I'm going to do a yoga nidra. So I just went onto YouTube and found a YouTube video for yoga nidra. And I just lay there, literally doing a whole body scan and feeling incredibly amazing at the end of the meditation. And it was a guided meditation. I just felt really, really good. I mean, where on earth would you be able to do that if we didn't have that exposure to the internet? And I just decided, oh, you know, I'll do a meditation. And on Thursday evening, my wonderful Krishna Das came into my feed. He's an American. And so after midnight, I think it's about 1 o'clock in the morning, he came into my feed and he was doing live Sanskrit mantra singing. And as soon as I do that, I feel incredibly amazing because of the vibrations. So it's all there, you know, in my computer and, you know, right at my disposal. Why would I need to go away to or stop doing something when it's completely there all around me?
I was hoping that was going to be your answer because I know you love what you're doing, and it shows. It definitely comes through. And Dr. Chan, you love what you're doing also.
Yes, I do. Especially, I love it when I'm on my own in that sacred time, that sacred moment, and I'm very connected with God, the Father, Mother, the universe. And I always look around and I see the power of how it all works, the infrastructure, the tapestry of life. It's magical. And what I love is when I start singing light language and then I start communicating with Teddy in light language, talking to him in light language. And it's interesting how he responds. And I feel that it carries such a high vibration that it is not known on this earth. It's not 3D. It's light language and it's sacred. And everyone has this ability of light language, whether it's in singing, clairaudience, or whether it's, I just feel so connected to everything. And what makes me happy more than anything is when I'm living every day in euphoria. Everybody says, you live in as if you're Alice in Wonderland or in utopia. How can you keep looking at life like this? But I do, because I'm living it. And that brings the greatest joy, and the greater love is what brings me happiness in every way. And I wouldn't want it any other way.
Woo! Yes. For both of you. Loving what you're doing.
You know, I love the fact that you do light language, which I didn't know. And I'm totally drawn to people that do light language, because there's something about it that just, you know, you don't understand what they're saying. And yet there's a feeling of vibration and a real heart-based healing and experience. And I'd love to learn that the people I've gone to have been really, really competent and just incredible light language singers. And I've just felt something euphoric in that experience of being with them. And sometimes I think I do so many things. I just want to experience that from somebody else rather than learn it. I just want to experience it. When, you know, I call it my indulgence. You know, I'm here to indulge. And that's sort of the thing that I would say in terms of the experiences. When I experience something like that, I feel I'm really indulging. And it's going into my internal world rather than feeling I have to go into the external world to get an experience. So to drink alcohol or to go to a club or a disco, I actually go inside and feel incredible. And that's it's quite magical to be able to do that, and to be able to do light language, to chant, to dance. They're all internal experiences. And so then it's not only cost effective, it's actually really, really beneficial for your health, your wealth, your nutrition. And also, we are light beings. We are spirit in a physical human body. And what we're doing is we're feeding spirit. And I remember sharing this with my lovely mentor, who was a Tibetan monk and a lama. And he said to me, when I shared with him that I love to dance, he said, Caroline, he said, when you dance in your bedroom with your headset on, he said, you have reached utopia. You have reached the place that many people are searching for, and it's inside of them. And he says, and because you do that, you're not trying to be somewhere to experience something. You have realized it's all within you.
Exactly, Caroline.
Yes.
And that's how light language is, because it cannot be taught. It's a gift we all have. We all have super gifts. But the way we inherit, we've always inherited them, but we need to go within that sacred space, and we need to have the pure vibration of the intention behind it. Not say, I want to learn this, and then not have the intention. So you've just got to, as you said, how you dance is light dancing.
And my intention right now is to run a sponsorship so we can all start dancing.
Just
yes, we're going to watch a sponsorship from Ella Holly. She's an artist, and the name of her single is Things That We Do. So let's stay and watch. We still have more show coming, but I thought this would be a great time to play this. So here we go.
If I look into your heart, are you looking back at me? Am I everything you want, baby? If my heart was in your hands, would it be for you and me? Would you wanna keep it close, baby? Right on time, find the right guy, the one I dreamed he'd be. Give it all that you can, stumble and fall. Love will set me free. Baby, 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 don't you know you drive me crazy? I love the things that we do. Baby, 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 if you say that I'm your lady, 'cause I can't stop thinking of you. If you told me to my face, you would lie right through your teeth. Would anybody know this is meant for me? I'm not the one to cry or throw my heart away. Can you show me all your loving? 'Cause I'm tired of these games. Right on time, I find the right guy, the one I dreamed he'd be. Give it all that you can, stumble and fall. Love will set me free. Baby, 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 don't you know you drive me crazy? I love the things that we do. Baby, 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 if you say that I'm your lady, 'cause I can't stop thinking of you. Wanna play the game, make it up, take it up. It's what we do. We play the game, shake it up, wake it up. I'm thinking of you. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. Reach for the Baby, 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 don't you know you drive me crazy? I love the things that we do. Baby, 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 if you say that I'm your lady, 'cause I can't stop thinking of you. Baby, baby, baby. Baby, baby, baby.
Yay!
Woo! Ella Holly, things we do. I love it.
Woohoo! Well, I'm hot now.
I am so sweating.
I need to get off this chair.
And that's what I mean. And I've only done a chair dance.
Yeah, me too.
That
We've
was
been
definitely
standing.
fun.
Jacqueline, Dr. Jacqueline, were you standing? Are
I'm
you standing
standing.
dancing? Oh, wow. You stand? Oh, my
I stand
God.
for
That's
all the shows.
amazing.
Yeah, all the shows.
Really?
Yes. Hold on, I've got a phone call coming in. Hello?
That's standing power.
It's a show. You can hear the ocean, right?
This is girls want to have fun. Girls are having fun here. This is
Right,
exactly
yeah. We're feeling that vibration. We just had to do it.
I know, it's such a great song. And I'd love to try to do all their arm movements, coordinate with their choreography. That would be fun.
Ooh,
You need to
we
do
got to put you
TikTok.
in.
They do that.
Yeah, we need to have Ella come on the show and show us her moves.
Oh, she'd love that, wouldn't she? Oh, I'm sure she would. Oh, wow. And I reckon you pick it up, Caroline, as well. It is, fun.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
It would be fun to do a line dance too. You'd have to stand up, but I think because there's a 7-second delay, it would be off. But did you ever do Soul City Walking? Did they have that over in the UK?
No.
You stand
Line
up
dancing.
and you click your heels together 2 times. I think Soul City Walking. I forget.
Oh, that's Saturday Night Fever. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was,
Yes, Saturday Night Fever, they did do that.
yeah.
And with the line dancing, they have the lasso. Yeehaw! Woo.
Yeah. Woo.
Yeah, they're clicking the heels and
We were born at the same time.
Yeah.
The line
But
dance.
But Saturday
That was
Night
very
Fever
in.
was class. That was classy line dancing, not the kind of, I mean, I don't mind it, but I don't like the cowboy, yeehaw, that kind of line dancing. But I do like Saturday Night Fever. I must admit, that's class. Very much
So,
so.
Dr. Chan, you don't own a cowboy hat or cowboy boots?
No. Do you know what? When I first began in steps, the audition was to dance to a line dance song. And I had to sing a song which I sang the Texas. I don't want to love her. I don't want to love her. I just need a friend. Yeah, that. And then after that, they asked to do a line dance. And they said, okay, this is what we're going to do. So they did a few formations, and they said, do you like line dancing? I said, no, I don't. I really don't. But and I said, no, line dancing is not for me. But don't you know that this, being in steps, it's a line dancing group, and the songs is, 5, 6, 7, 8, my boots scooting, baby, is driving me crazy. My obsession from a Western, my dance hall days, right? So that was the first song that we were for 5, 6, 7, 8, and it was all about lassoing and doing the clicks and the boot scooting, yellow dooting, da da da. Oh my God! I was like, no, I really don't want to do this. But yeah, so that's my experience of line dancing, and no, but remember, there was Footloose. Did you ever see that film, Footloose? Footloose,
Yes.
Footloose. Kick up your Sunday shoes.
Good for the waistline. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you're obsessed with this waistline. But honestly, Footloose, that was great line dancing. That was fantastic. That brought the coolness into line dancing. Footloose. Yeah.
That was a great movie also. By the way, Caroline, you have a special birthday coming up. When it happens, I'm going to give you a book about what to expect when you turn this age. I wish someone had given me, we're talking about waistline. If someone gives you the book and goes, this is what's going to happen when you turn this age.
I wish I could get that waistline back that I had. I can't fit in size 8 anymore.
Year.
Really?
Yes, you're younger than both of us.
I'm 53.
Nuts. Well, I'm
well,
60.
You wouldn't think so.
Younger than me.
Well,
do you know, there's no difference. There's no difference,
there
really.
Definitely is. There definitely is. The closer you get to 60, the more things start changing places. It's like, what are you doing down there?
I'm getting that now. What you want about? I can't fit into size 8 jeans anymore. I just can't. I try, and then it's like you put your stomach, and it's like, no, it's just, you just can't. You can't even eat. You're looking good, and suddenly if you eat a morsel of food, it's like expanding uncomfortableness.
What size are, if you are on the air, so you don't have to talk if you don't want to, but what size are you typically in through most of your life?
I would say, before I was a size 6. So 6 to 8, but now I've gone to there's some shops that have a size 8, but it's really a size 10. For example, Marks and Spencer's.
Madalene's coming quickly.
Oh yeah, exactly. Quick. Exactly. Or you get one size jeans. I just don't understand when they say one size. How can one size dress or top fit someone who's a size 8 to someone that's a size 14 to 16?
I don't know.
How can they define that? But the trousers, these are one size jeans.
I stopped wearing jeans years ago because I have a pair of jeans that I got when I was married. I think I got them in 1995 or something, and they don't fit anymore. They're actual real, how jeans used to be before they were all stretching. I still have them, and I look at them and I go, I hate you. You know that? I really hate you, and I should just give them away. But I keep thinking one day, that mysterious, magical day, they will fit again.
You will fit into those jeans, and that's why I keep my size 8 jeans, because I think I will fit into those hot pink jeans, into those really nice triangular jeans, Levi's. I will fit into those beauties.
Well, guess what? If we don't do something to make it happen, then it's not going to happen. And by the way, we have to make something happen right now, which is our sponsorship, because we're quickly coming to the end.
Oh, hasn't
Okay.
this been fun?
It's been so much fun. We have to say goodbye as we play our sponsorship. We're running out of time. Bye, everyone. Thanks for being
Bye.
here.
Bye. See you,
Zane
Caroline. Bye,
Carson
Dr.
Caruth.
Jacalyn. Bye,
Bye.
everybody.
Hi, my name is Zane Carson Caruth, and I'm the author of this book, The World's First Tooth Fairy Ever.
Reading is magic. Studies have shown that reading to your children lays the foundation for greater success in life. Reading helps develop language and vocabulary skills. It helps improve memory, and it encourages curiosity and inspires creativity. The benefits are immeasurable, and as a parent, you'll benefit too. In only 10 or 15 minutes a day, you'll be creating more memories and a bonding experience that will last for years to come. So take time to read to your children. Read them books about things that engage and interest them. Tales of fairies and magic fascinate children, and as everyone knows, the Tooth Fairy is at the top of the list. If your child loves magic, wands, adventure, and what child doesn't, you'll love reading them books from the trademarked series, The World's First Tooth Fairy Ever. Follow along as Abella, the world's first tooth fairy, accidentally starts the tooth fairy tradition. Learn the tricks of being a professional tooth fairy in the book, Abella Starts a Tooth Fairy School. Your child's imagination will soar as you read the adventures of Abella and her magic wand. These wonderful books are available at worldsfirsttoothfairy.com and at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and Walmart.